welcome to the August edition of Chair Chat for 2020. Since my last update, Nelson Group has travelled the COVID journey and managed Phase 1 effectively. The organisation continually monitors the national landscape, and the Executive receives regular updates from the Pandemic Emergency Team to ensure we continue to prepare for the months ahead and a potential Phase 2 of the virus in our state. These preparations include building up stocks of personal protective equipment, reviewing planning procedures, screening and tracing visitors at group homes, maintaining good hand and surface hygiene, and implementing precautions in anticipation of suspected cases. The board and I are incredibly proud of how the organisation has managed the pandemic to date and how all members of the Nelson family have supported each other through these uncharted times. This sentiment has been supported by Nelson Disability Services families who recently provided feedback on the organisation's management of COVID and their overall satisfaction of services. I'm pleased to say that overall 74% of families who completed the survey believe Nelson Disability Services meets the needs of their loved ones extremely well. 77% would recommend Nelson services to others. Families highlighted their satisfaction with our staff care, respect and proactive support of service users and families. Feedback also highlighted important areas to improve on, which will be reviewed by the management team and, where appropriate, relevant actions included in future business plans. Nelson Group continues to be a significant service provider to people with complex support needs in Western Australia, with the group encompassing the service streams of Nelson Disability Services, Nelson Therapy and Outcare. The group has some 850 employees providing services to over 4,000 people across the areas of disability, justice, child protection, housing and allied health. The group covers the whole of the metropolitan area, with services now extending to the southwest and the upper Great Southern regions via the Outcare Thrive program. Nelson is in the process of finalising its strategic plan 2020 to 2023, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to outline some of the emerging themes of that strategy in this Chair Chat. The Group Board, in considering the strategic objectives for the next few years, wants to ensure the organisation is able to continue to play a significant and important role in the delivery of human services to the Western Australia community in the years ahead, and that it has the support and resources to do so. One of the key pillars of the strategic plan is to foster diversification and support targeted growth to ensure the future sustainability of services, and importantly, to work with the state government to meet the ever-increasing demand for services for those vulnerable citizens within our community. Our values of being respectful, compassionate, courageous, resilient and collaborative underpin the purpose of our organisation, to empower people to live their best life. And our purpose and values will continue to be at the heart of our strategic intent. Over the next 3 years, Nelson Group will be working to expand a range of support services to vulnerable children who require out-of-home care and support. We will also be seeking to actively pursue opportunities to bring online additional mental health supports that align with the state mental health plan, with particular emphasis on those people within the justice system. For many vulnerable people in our community, and particularly those we support, suitable accommodation significantly impacts the success or failure of their rehabilitation or integration within our communities. To address this important need, the group will be developing a housing strategy that over the long term will seek to develop a range of accommodation options for children, people with disabilities, those with mental health issues, and those who have interacted with the justice system. Much of the shortfall in the delivery of suitable services is due to a lack of appropriate housing, so we will do our part to address this issue. This strategic plan's time horizon will see Nelson Disability Services fully enrolled in the NDIS, and this sets a foundation for exploring opportunities to expand the range and geographic spread of services to people with disabilities in Western Australia. So the next 3 to 5 years will be demanding but rewarding as we seek to give those most vulnerable a good life. Rest assured that as the group expands its services, we will continue to take great pride in the work we do while safeguarding the DNA of the organisation. one of the highest priorities of Nelson Group is to empower and enrich the lives of people with complex support needs. Our resolve to strive for this has not changed since Nelson was formed 65 years ago. So, as we enter the next phase of the organization's strategic chapter in a changing environment, we remain confident and steadfast in our support of each other, our colleague organizations, and those we support in a productive, compassionate, and collaborative way. Until next time, please be sure to keep in touch with Nelson Group via nelson.com.au. Thank you for listening.